Hey, we're the Avalanches. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be playing lots of music that's close to our hearts. We hope you enjoy it. Stick around.
I agree. Woo! Cool. The next one we're doing is Neneh Cherry, Buffalo Stance, which was released in 1988 when I was like only 2 years old. Yeah, we met Neneh a couple of years ago, and she's just one of the loveliest people you would ever meet. And I'm not just saying that. She's so nice. And we did this amazing conversation with her for a magazine where we just talked about everything, you know, for an hour and a half or something. And she's so wise and wonderful. And it's really, you know, still kind of has that ethos of wanting to do things that are different and hasn't just fallen into that trap of kind of, which I think a lot of people can do, whereas you just kind of just go through the motions of your art and stuff like that. And she's... and this, like, it was great, you know, listening to this song again. And it's almost just this perfect kind of balance between R&B and hip hop, and has like some acid house elements and everything like that. That was, you know, very kind of cool at the time. So this is Neneh Cherry with Buffalo Stance.
This next track is The Glow by Big Audio Dynamite. Big Audio Dynamite are... well, they were a side project initially of Mick Jones from The Clash. But, I mean, I love Big Audio Dynamite just as much as I love The Clash. And they've got that British thing a bit like the KLF, where they just throw these huge samples together and kind of don't give a damn. And it just results in this beautiful, chaotic, pop, strange, ravey, I don't know what it is.
But it's really cool that he actually sampled a bit of The Clash
as well,
like his own band, as kind of the basis for this new project that was kind of hip-hop orientated. And
yeah, he's just such a cool guy, Mick, and getting to work with him was wonderful. And then we were in Los Angeles actually mixing the track we did with Mick Jones, which is called We Go On. And we'd arrived at the studio at night, and in the morning I walked out of there, and across the road is the location of this video clip where they're up on the roof and playing in Los Angeles. And yeah, it was just one of those strange moments, because we'd been listening to his voice all night and then walking out and going, that's where they made that video that I've watched a million times. So it's like a really cool moment.
Yeah, serendipity.
Yeah, and just a fun, super fun song. Enjoy. Hey, I'm Robbie from the Avalanches.
And I'm Tony from the Avalanches, and you're watching Rage. Oh, mate.
The next song is... what is it? Oh, it's... I was going to say KLF, but it's not the KLF.
We've already done that one.
It's the Timelords, who are the guys from KLF. And they made this strange, bizarre sort of novelty record. Came out of London, and it samples the Doctor Who theme. It's called Doctorin the Tardis. And they made the film clip for like some ridiculously cheap price with an old car that they spray painted. I think the car is actually supposed to be the singer of the song or something. I don't get it, but anyway.
Try and work it out.
I used to, and it's in a strange time signature, but I used to DJ with this song at festivals, and there'd be sometimes a huge tent of people going crazy, and I'd put this tent on and it would kind of put this song on and it would totally kill the vibe. But anyway, I used to get a kick out of doing that. So here's the Timelords with Doctorin the Tardis. Hope you're still awake. The next song we're going to play is Loaded by Primal Scream, and there's a million reasons actually to play this song. Firstly, it's just a fucking great song. It was originally called I'm Losing More Than I'll Ever Have, I think. It was a Primal Scream track, and then they gave it to Andrew Weatherall, who did this kind of spaced out dub mix of it, and it became this track Loaded, and it ended up on their album Screamadelica, which is, you know, was destined to become an all-time classic album, and Andrew Weatherall's fingerprints are all over that record, and he sadly passed away last year. But this song is worth listening to because it's the perfect remix. It works as a song in its own right. It captures all the hedonism of that time very beautifully, and it's still extreme. Like, I go out and see DJs every weekend who are still DJ like Weatherall and still influenced by him and still dubbing out their mixes in the same way. So hope you enjoy it. Loaded, Primal Scream. The next song we've chosen is called Point by Cornelius. Cornelius put out an album, I think in like '97, called Phantasma, which really changed the game in terms of creative sampling. And it was like Brian Wilson meets I don't know, Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild, and we listened to it a lot. Like in '97, we were just starting work on like Since I Left You, and it was felt like this an artist with a parallel frame of mind to what we had. And then touring Japan in like 2000, we met Kago, and he's just a kindred spirit. And then this song came out in like 2001 or 2. And it was like a whole nother step forward again, where he was playing a lot more instruments, and it's this beautifully fractured sort of sound and layered vocals. It's really sounds like nothing else. And then, you know, in 2019, we got to work with him finally. After being friends for 20 years, we got to work with him on a song for our new album, which was like one of the highlights, definitely, of our career.
And it was Robbie's birthday too.
On my birthday, yeah.
So it was a very good gift.
But thank you, Kago. We miss you, and thank you for all the beautiful music. And here's Cornelius with Point. Hey everyone, hope you're still awake. Hope you're still here with us watching Rage. The next song is Jaime XX, All Under One Roof, Raving. He samples a bunch of, it's an old Mark Leckie documentary about rave music. I think that he samples for all the dialogue samples, but it's an incredible exercise in like just creating a beautiful atmosphere. I mean, there's not that many musical elements in this song, but the feeling that he creates is just incredible. It's kind of like it should have been on his In Colour album, but it wasn't. I'm not sure if it came out afterwards or whatever, but thank you for all the beautiful music, Jaime, and we hope you enjoy.
Okay, the next song we have for you is Basement Jaxx, Jump and Shout. When Robbie and I were going to clubs back in the late 90s, very late 90s. Yeah, like, and this whole record, so this is off the record Remedy from Basement Jaxx, which again was pretty influential in what we were doing with Since I Left You. But just this Jump and Shout, like at the right time, under the right influence, it just peaks so hard. It's like got this ragga kind of vocal that just keeps stepping up, and then this synth that just kind of keeps stepping up with it, and it just builds and builds and builds in intensity until it just releases into this, I don't even know what you call it.
You know that sound that it releases into. I think when they were in Australia, they sampled the sound of our crossing.
Right, the crossing lights go.
Yep, and that's the sound they use. But yeah, we used to listen to this record so much, and the sort of mayhem of it really influenced.
So much mayhem.
Since I Left You, like just these little sounds repeating over and over.
Yeah,
and over.
just these little mad sounds that would come in that weren't quite music.
How did the sound go again?
Walk, people, walk. Stop.
Jump and shout.
The next song we have up for you is the Wu-Tang Clan, The Mystery of Chessboxin, which is, in 1993 from the album Enter the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, which is kind of pretty groundbreaking at the time. And
we played that album so much.
So much. And it really did influence a lot of our early stuff, and the beats and everything was so tough. And this video's pretty, like, I love watching it now. I come back to it, and, it's like there's about 10 dudes and they all look just so mean and tough, like on this chess set. And it's like every rap that comes in, it's just like kind of quick fire. One does one and then another one comes in, and it's just like they keep topping each other at how good the raps get, and it kind of culminates in this amazing Old Dirty Bastard rap where he's almost singing like Frank Sinatra with his whoa, and right at the end of his rap, he does this amazing kind of intro to Ghostface Killer where it's like, introducing the Ghostface Killer, never more vanilla. So that's kind of the peak of the song, and it's just so tough and amazing. And these guys were when they came along, really inspirational to us. So, The Mystery of Chessboxing.
Hey, I'm Robbie from the Avalanches.
And I'm Tony from the Avalanches also.
And you're watching Rage.
Yeah.
The next song we've chosen for you is by Panda Bear off his Person Pitch album. I think it came out in like 2005. and it's an album all made from samples, which was really caught our attention at the time. He uses these strange like surf rock samples and these sort of floaty ambient samples, but then writes this kind of
Beach Boys.
yeah, like these strange floating Brian Wilson vocal melodies over the top, and it's just created a really unique atmosphere and feeling, and was different to other sample-based music I'd heard at the time. And it still sounds really, really good today, so check it out. Panda Bear Bros. Bros.
Hey, we're the Avalanches. You're obviously still watching Rage at this ungodly hour. We look really well for, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's almost like it isn't 4 o'clock in the morning right now. I hope you're enjoying all the songs that we've put together. These are songs that we really do love. And it's a really honour to program Rage for the first time. Thank you very much. Cool. The next song we have for you is from Bad Dreams, an Australian band that we really love, and it's called My Only Friend. I really believe that this is my favourite Australian song of all time. There's just some, I know it's a big call, it's a massive call. It's like Before Too Long by Paul Kelly is going, mate, what are you doing? But I just love it so much. It just hits on this thing that we love, like, this kind of happy, sad, melancholy aspect to it. And it's also quintessentially Australian. And I don't know, it just hit on some perfection in my eyes.
Yeah, it kind of hurts to listen to sometimes.
Yeah, and it's
also a bit Nirvana-y.
Ben has just this beautiful, like, heartfelt kind of crusty, almost Kurt Cobain voice, and all the good just guitar parts that come in and everything are just placed so well. It's just one of those things where you go, it's just perfect to me. This next song is My Bloody Valentine, You Made Me Realise. I'd known Robbie for a few months and was kind of like, getting to know this fella, and he was like, oh, I want to play some music, and he had this little shed where he had like a record player set up and everything, and so I went down there one day. I was like, shit, am I going to get killed or something in this little shed in the middle of nowhere? But fortunately I didn't. And I just remember he played me this record, and I remember the cover of it was like this, it was like this girl who looked like she was dying but had these flowers on her, so it was quite
I think she had a knife as well, did she?
Oh yeah, but it just looked like a crime scene photo kind of thing, but it's just this beautiful, deathly looking girl with these flowers on her, and I was automatically intrigued. And then when he actually played me the song, I just remember thinking, I've never heard anything like this before. I like just how bent it all was, and it was also had just these beautiful like harmonies and melodies and everything, and it was just in one way beautiful and in one way just so deranged, and I just remember thinking, this guy's all right, I like him.
Yeah, what an incredible piece of music.
Yeah, it's just, and like it's good going back and kind of, trying to select these videos and everything, going back and listening to this music and just, realising how cool and groundbreaking for the time My Bloody Valentine were.
You made me realise.
You made me realise.
Hey, I'm Robbie from the Avalanches.
And I'm Tony from the Avalanches, and you're watching Rage. Okay, the next song we have up for you is Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, from the absolutely incredible album also titled What's Going On. I think I've listened to this record 1,000,000 times at least. And it never gets boring or anything. Not 1,000,000 times, that's an exaggeration. I do that sometimes. But like this whole record was like, it's one of those records that, from 1971, every song kind of just went into the other one, so there were no gaps in between. So that was quite new, I guess, for that time. And
yeah, it's like going to church or something, this record, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it just, the feel, like it's brought me to tears more than once.
Yeah.
And we sort of rediscovered it around the time we were making Since I Left You, and everybody kind of thought Since I Left You flowed together because like the DJ kind of thing, but it was actually because of this album, and even the talking at the start of Since I Left You, we were trying to like recreate that kind of feeling. Yeah.
But this song, I mean, I don't know what video, you know, is happening for this one, but it doesn't matter. The song's just incredible. It's like anti-war and just like not naive in a naive way of just like, why can't we all just get along? Like, and yeah, the whole record is incredible. So, you know, this is Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, and also listen to the record, What's Going On. Hey everyone, this next song is Nina Simone, I Ain't Got No, I Got Life. It's a live version, and I tried to like look at which live version it was going to be, and there's one like kind of old black and white one which is very slow, and there's one that is from a 70s like street party or something in I think it's the Bronx or Brooklyn, and there's just people everywhere, and the backdrop is just like these big coloured blocks, and everyone's wearing, you know, just, you know, everyone's wearing all these caftans, and Nina Simone's hair is, it's like in this beehive, but then it's got these two like big round, anyway, it looks amazing, and this song's just so amazing. I feel like it's like kind of saying, you know, I haven't got this, I haven't got that, but it's like not worrying about what you don't have, but kind of appreciating what you do have. And it's also just an absolute ripper song, and everything she does is like perfect. She's a true genius, and this video is incredible, and I hope it's the one that I'm talking about. Otherwise, I apologize. Blame rage.
Hey, we're the Avalanches. Thanks for sitting up all night and watching music videos with us. Isn't music just a beautiful thing to share?
Yeah, we always used to sit up watching Rage and
taping Rage.
Yeah, and hopefully you've enjoyed the playlist songs that we've put together for you.
Maybe you're recording this on VHS and you're going to watch it back in the morning like I used to do.
Yep.
Maybe you'll turn it into an NFT and sell it for $1 million.
Yeah. We get a cut, though.
Guys, thank you. I mean, that's been great. I don't know about you, but I am worn out. How are you, Tone?
I'm feeling pretty good, to be honest. And it's really nice to do Rage again. We did do one a few years ago, 20 years ago, and I hope it's been deleted.
We didn't behave very well, apparently.
No. But we're so much better now. Yeah, so thank you for joining us on this musical journey. We hope you've liked all of our selections. And the next video we're going to play is one by the Avalanches called Because I'm Me. Directed by Greg Broncella, who kind of, he's a friend. We'd call him a friend now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a lovely guy, and we actually got him to direct the Running Red Lights video as well. So this is Because of Me. That was filmed in like an abandoned train station in New York City, which they apparently have, and you can rent out. And it's also got Sonny Cheever in there from Camp Low, who's sitting on the bench kind of rapping, and this little Dynamite kid that I can't remember his name, kind of singing along as the little kid in the Because of Me part, and just dancing and falling in love with the girl who is at the ticket box.
It's just another Avalanches love story, really, isn't it?
Like this.
But thank you for joining us. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, thank you very much.